Okay, so let's go through some more problems on your assignment. Number 2 looks good. Number 3, I don't know if you put an X through it because you don't have to do it or if you weren't sure, but we're going to go through it. So for number 3, so we have 6/8. The way that you want to look at reducing fractions is by your divisibility rules. Or really I should say by identifying the greatest common factor, and that would just be any number that can go into the numerator and the denominator and still leave you with whole numbers. So 6 and 8 are both divisible by 2. That's the highest number that you can divide into those numbers. So if you do 6 divided by 2, we get 3. So this would be equal to 3 on the top. And 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4, so we get 4. All right, and then for number 3, it says write as a decimal, percent, and fraction. So as a decimal, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns. Each column has 10 squares in it. So remember a decimal, anything beyond the decimal, so if we have a 0 and then a point, anything in this tenths place means that you need groups of 10 before you can add up to one whole number. And a whole number is equal to 1, equal to 100%, and so on. So let's see how this actually plays a role in this problem. So we have 10 here, 10 here, and 2 here. Okay? So these little lines up top are just 10s. But that means we have 0.2, we've only got 2 in the last column, so 2. And the way you can think of it is if there are 10 going up, and this is a 10 going up and 10 going across, that means there are 100 total blocks. Out of this 100 blocks, we've got 10 here for both sides. So that's 20 blocks and 2, which is how we get 0.22. That as a fraction is 22 out of 100. So that fraction bar really just means out of or divided by. So we've got 22 out of 100. We can reduce this fraction because they're both divisible by 2. So we get 11 out of 50. And we can't reduce that anymore because 11 is a prime number, and there are no other numbers that are divisible into both the numerator and the denominator. So as a fraction, we get 11 out of 50. Okay, and then as a percent, we're going to go back to out of 100 because percent means out of 100. So I like to think of it as this 1 is this bar right here. So we've got the 100%. Ta-da! So as a percent, we have 22%. Okay? And then for number 6, it says what place value is the number 2 in? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, a period, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and just identify all of the place values just so we know. Here we've got the hundredths, place, so hundredths. Here's the tenths place. This is the ones digit. This is the tens digit. This is the hundreds digit, and this is the thousands digit. And the way that you can remember that is just think about when you talk about your numbers. So if this were money, you would have asked mom for $4.56. If you started with the 3, it'd be 34. So 30, because you've got 3 sets of tens, $34.50. If this were starting from the 2, it'd be $234.54. And if you started at the 1, you'd have $1,234.56. I think I said 54, but 56 cents. You know what I mean. Okay, so the number 2 is in fact in the hundreds place. Okay?